Oh yeah. Who listening? All right. So as y'all can hear from the music, it is a little tea time with me, Jarek Thomas, aka the Gifted One, aka Jarius Dion, and welcome to a little tea time today. It is Thursday, July the 8th, 2021, and I am here to happy to have y'all here with me today. Um, Usually when I do this show, I'm talking about the events that I got going on and all of the positive things that are going on in my life, which I'm going to do that right quick before I get to my topic. Um, so as y'all know, my birthday show is coming up next week on ONE Dynasty Blog Talk Radio. I want y'all to call in 516-453. And you just threw my whole thought off. How you doing, darling? Call in 516-453-9133 and press 1 for some tea time with me next week for my birthday show, July 13th at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time here in the United States. Um, so that I got the port stuff out the way, which I'm going to elaborate on that at the end. Um, I struggled back and forth about talking about this today. I struggled with it. And I said, do it before you talk yourself out of it. And I don't know who needs to hear this. I don't know the person that I'm going to be speaking to when I say this. Um, wow. Um, 2007 or 2008. Definitely 2007, 2008. I was probably 18 or 19 years old and was battling with my depression at that particular time because I struggled with depression. And one night my depression got the best of me and I started taking pills. I was on my way to committing suicide this particular night. And because it had my grief had completely overtaken me at that point. And I started doing the crazy shit that we would do. Um, I started sending these goodbye text messages to people because it's signs, and I didn't realize that it was a sign. But I started sending goodbye text messages to people, telling them that I loved them and that this would probably be the last time that they would hear from me. And I turned my phone off and I sat down on the floor in the apartment I was staying in that particular time, and I started taking these pills. And this is hard for me to talk about, y'all, because I didn't want to talk about this, but I'm making myself do it. Um, I wanted to kill myself that night. I was going to kill myself that night, and dealing with a lot of because I was hit by a car when I was 9 years old, and I lived. And up to that particular point, when I was about to commit suicide that day, I was dealing with a lot of why am I still here? Why am I still here? Why am I still on this planet, not knowing what my purpose was, not understanding what my reason to be was to still be on this planet. and not realizing what was going on with me at that particular time, that my depression had really got the best of me, and I couldn't see any light. I couldn't see any light at that particular point. And I'm sitting on the floor and I'm taking pills, and my mother, my mama, she came and she saw about me. And she caught me. She caught me when I was just in this place where I didn't care anymore about my life. And she didn't know how bad things were for me. She did not know that my depression, that I dealt with depression. And she didn't know how bad things was for me at that point. And she was trying to understand what was going on, because she didn't know what was going on. She didn't know what was going on with me. And you would think for someone to be 18, 19 years old, I got an apartment, I'm just done with high school now, and I should be on top of the world. I'm able to live my life the way I want. And you would think someone that young would be happy. And I wasn't. Um, I was at a real dark place in my life at that time. To say that I was going to take my life. And my mom coming through that door, she don't know what she did for me that day, because she saved my life. She saved my life. And if she wouldn't have walked through that door that day, I don't know where I would be right now. I don't. Let me tell y'all something. I'm real weird about people in my life. I'm very weird about people in my life now. um, because I've been through a lot of shit behind people. A lot of people who I've called my friend. A lot of people who I know and loved. Um, I've had a lot of friends walk out on me. I've walked out on my friends. I've had a lot of relationships that I walked away from because I was not the healthiest person to be attached to these relationships, or to be attached to these friendships, and to be that young and to not know what I was dealing with, up until the point where I just started just checking me out. I have a lot of regret in my life about me still being in this planet. I have a lot of regret about my life, about me still being on this planet. Um, because I wanted to take my life that night. I wanted to take my life. And I look back now. I look back right now on it, and I say, what the fuck were you thinking, Jared? Like, do you not know? And I didn't know, y'all. I didn't know what was going on with me. Having to deal with this survival remorse of, I made it through a car accident and I was 19. So that was 10 years that had went by. And I still didn't understand why I was here. I still didn't understand my purpose. I still didn't understand the plan that was for me. And I had to do a lot of soul searching over the years. I've done a lot of soul searching over the years. As y'all know, I'm a very spiritual person. I'm not a religious person. I'm a very spiritual person, and I take my spirituality very serious. And that night, I remember my mother calling the ambulance. I remember being carried down the stairs on the stretcher. I remember my friends at that particular time watching me in amazement, in disbelief, in awe, like, what the fuck? This ain't the Jarek we know. What's wrong? What's going on? And they didn't know. They didn't know that I lived through a car accident and lived through a near death experience and having to deal with the post traumatic stress of that and shit that I literally battled through. That now on the other side of it, I'm happy that I'm here. But that night in the hospital, my mom tried to ask me what was wrong, and I couldn't tell her. I just told her that I wanted to die. And I don't know how that affected her. I really didn't care how it affected her. I was thinking about me. I was thinking about being free from the burdens that I had and wanting to be just free and clear from this life. And I thank my mother. I do. I thank my mother. I thank my mother so much because she saved my life when I was about to end it. And y'all don't know what a person is going through to say that you're gonna take your life. Like, I would cut myself. I still have cuts that I have hidden with tattoos. Having to battle through the labels that were attached to me, having to battle through the shit that people said about me, having to be strong when I did not know how to be the person that I am now, the strong person that I am now. Let me tell y'all something. Suicide is for wimps. That shit is for wimps. That shit is for weirdos. That shit is for weak people who are trying to just run away from life. And I didn't realize that I was running away from my life. I spent a lot of time running. That when I wasn't able to run anymore, I was like, okay, what can I do now? Because I can't run anymore. What can I do now? And I saw an opportunity. I saw what was supposed to be a way out. And when I left that hospital that night and I went home, two of my closest friends, they were like, this ain't you. This is not the Jarek that we know. What happened? What's going on? And I never told my friends about me living through a car accident, y'all. That was some shit that I chose not to tell my friends. I always wanted to be bubblegum pop Jarek. I always wanted people to see me happy. I never wanted people to see me sad. I never wanted people to see me down. I never wanted people to see me vulnerable and fragile. Because once they see that side of you, you become a mark. You become a target. And people prey on you when you in your weakest, vulnerable state. So I went into a bubble that I'm still in now, that I've literally stayed in most of my life. And I've tried to just to cope with life. still battling through depression, still battling through the post traumatic stress of the shit I've been through in my past, going to therapy, just healing my old shit. I wanted to share this today because someone needs to hear this. Someone needs to see that there's someone like them who tried to commit suicide. And I wasn't successful in it because my mother loved me so fucking much that she came through that door. And I don't even know how she came through that door, but my mother came through that door and she saved my life. I'm so blessed. I'm blessed right now to be in this moment, to be having this conversation with y'all right now about where I've been in my life, man. It's it all looks good, y'all. It looks good, but it ain't always been this good. Having to be this strong, having to paint that face on, having to combat against what people think about you, what people say about you, the shit that people perceive and try and stick to you. I've been fighting for a long time and I don't plan on stopping now. But I wanted to share this with y'all because someone needs to see someone who looks like them be very transparent and very open and very honest about suicide. I didn't know that at 19 where my life was going. I didn't know what I was dealing with. I didn't know how to cope in a healthy way. So I wanted to take my life. Because I had got tired of coping. And for anybody who knows somebody that's dealing with some shit, man, on a mental level, I'm talking about depression, any forms of mental illness, y'all. Any forms of mental illness. Pay attention to the signs when a person is about to commit suicide. Like, seriously, pay attention to the signs. Because I didn't know the signs. I just knew that the best thing to do was at least say goodbye to people and be able to let them know that I do love them, but I didn't want to live anymore at that point. And fast forward now, here we are, I'm 33 years old, and I'm having this conversation with y'all because I want to help someone. I want to help someone find their way. I want to help someone. I don't know who I'm going to help. I don't know who I'm going to reach. But I want to help someone and let them know that life was hard and it's going to be hard until we are gone. And when we're gone, it's going to continue to be hard. But if you have people who really love you and who really care about you, who really give a damn about you, don't give up on your life. Don't give up on your life. Don't throw your life away because of your past, because of your burdens, because of the things that you've been through, that you fought through, that you've come through. Don't give up on your life yet because you do not know how beautiful your life really is. You do not know how important your life is. You do not know how much change you can bring to the lives of people around you with your existence. And I'm so grateful. I am. I'm grateful to be having this conversation because I wanted to give up. I wanted to give up. I wanted to walk away. Before my life had really fully begun, I was ready to walk away. And now, after all of this time, I'm free. I'm free of wanting to kill myself. I'm free of I don't feel like I'm good enough. I'm free of the labels that people try to attach to me, the shit that people say about me. I'm free from that. And the reason why I'm so free from it is because I know I have such a calling on my life. I have something so important to do with my life that me walking away from it and just giving up so easily, giving them my life away so easily would have been the worst thing I could have done. It would have been the biggest mistake I could have made in my life. How would it affected my family? How would that affected my mother? How would it affect my father, my brothers and sisters? How would that change them? The people that I met, how would that affect them? How would that change their lives with them losing someone like me so young? Let me explain something to y'all. When you go through some shit, like I'm talking about real shit, I'm talking about near death shit, and it's your life being abused, being molested, being raped, being damn near shot and killed. No matter what those situations are that you've lived through, they take a toll on you some form. And you have to go and get yourself together from that and gather yourself back and gather strength and find a way to come out on the other side and be whole. I don't take my life for granted. I don't take my life for granted now. I cherish every moment. I cherish every single day. I cherish every breath that I take. I cherish every song that I sing. I cherish every place that I go. I cherish every person that I met. I cherish every experience because I did not know at 19 that when I got to where I'm at right now, that I was going to have to be in this place now to be this transparent with people about who I am and about what I've been through and to pull people from the edge because I was on the edge. And to now be sitting here composed and in a clear space, I wanted to share this with someone to let them know I'm not so good like you think I am. I'm not the best person that you think I am. I go through my share of shit just like you. And I'm fighting through just like you. And I wanted to let someone know in the universe out there, continue to fight your fight. Continue to dream your best dreams. Continue to live your best life. Continue to push through all of the hard shit that comes along. Because if you continue to push through the hard shit that comes along, when you get to the other side, some beautiful shit is waiting for you. And you can't give up on your life because life got a little hard, or you can't see a light at the end of the tunnel. or you don't see how all of this is working together for the greater good of you, don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your life. You continue to fight for your life. You continue to fight for your dreams. You continue to fight for your goals. You continue to make your life the way you want it to be. You continue to be the person that you are and not the person that people are expecting you to be. You live in your moments. You live in your truth. You stand by it and approve your messages. If y'all have a friend that has been going through some shit, they struggle with depression, they struggle with bipolar disorder, um, they struggle with whatever it is that they're struggling with, don't give up on that friend because they are leaning more on you than you would ever know. And you need them just like they need you. If there's someone in your family who struggles with depression or they struggle with mental illness, do not give up on them because they need you more than you know. And I speak for me too. I speak for me too. Um, y'all stay encouraged. Continue to fight the fight through this life. And continue to stay strong. Continue to stay strong. I know at the beginning I was talking about my show on O&E. I definitely want y'all to tune in. I definitely want you to tune in. July 13th, 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Call in 516-453-9133 and press 1 for a little tea time with me for my birthday show. And I want you guys to know that I love y'all, man. I love y'all because there are people out there that love me that I don't even know. There are people out there who care about me that I don't even know. I'm happy that I just didn't give up so easily. I'm so happy that I didn't walk away from my life so easily. I'm so happy that I made sure that I was able to surround myself with people who really cared about me and really loved me enough to say, look, man, I don't know what you've been through. I don't want to see you give up on your life. I want to see you throw your life away. So, if it wasn't for those people, my mother, my friends, I wouldn't be here today. Do y'all understand that shit? Like, I wouldn't be here today if my mother wouldn't have came through that door and saved my life that night. And having people around me who really care about me, not the shit that I have. Because most of the shit that I have now, y'all, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. If y'all follow me on Facebook and y'all look at them pictures and y'all see Gucci shades and nice hats and all that shit, let me tell y'all something. Most of that shit is fake shit. That shit is like $20 that I done bought from different people supporting black businesses. That shit ain't real. That shit ain't real. So don't get caught up in thinking that oh, he got it and he's successful and he's this and he's that. No, that shit ain't real. What's real is this moment right here, right now. What's real is this moment right here, right now. This is real. And I hate that I'm so fucking transparent. I hate that I'm so fucking transparent. But in that, I have to be this person that I have to be because I don't know how my light is shining for someone else out there. How my life is making an impact for someone else out there. And that's no matter who you are. That's not just for anyone gay or black. That's for any person who has been struggling with this life, who has been struggling with some shit from their past that they couldn't shake off. and you literally started cutting yourself because you wanted to die, or you took pills because you wanted to die. The gun jammed when you was trying to pull that fucking trigger, and God spared your life. I know God spared my life. He sent my mother, the closest person to me, who understands me and gets me. He sent her to save my life that night. And I know that this episode of Tea Time was something that y'all wasn't expecting, but I wanted to lay this out for people who've tried to commit suicide, who've been fighting through wanting to take your life, and say, look where I'm at right now. To say I was 18, 19 years old and I was going to commit suicide. Look where I am right now. I'm 33 years old. And my life has changed so much from that night. From that night of me almost committing suicide. My life has changed so much from then to now that it was one of these things where I was compelled to share this with someone, because I wanted someone to be set free from feeling that you don't feel your life is good enough for you to continue to keep living. That you feel that it's hard, so let me just give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. You continue to be strong. You continue to fight. You continue to pray. Continue to meditate on positive things. Continue to lift your spirit every single day. Continue to find a reason to wake up and be happy with the life that you have, even when it all looks like shit all around you. Continue to get up every day and finding at least 3 reasons to be on this planet. 3 reasons to be grateful. 3 reasons that you are alive. Find those 3 reasons each and every single day and continue to fight through. So, this is Jarek, aka Jarius D. I'm signing off from a little tea time with you guys today. I want y'all to enjoy the rest of the week, and y'all definitely be blessed.